What is up, guys and gals? It's me, Thomas Fan01 here, and today we are back again at it with another Transformer figure review. And today, this was quite a shock. I actually didn't put an order in at Big Bad Toy Store. I actually went out to my local Walmart, or one of the local Walmarts, and one of the local Walmarts that typically has a lot of garbage, and a lot of old garbage at that. This Walmart still has a Studio Series 86 Blur, okay? So I wasn't expecting anything when I showed up here. So today, when I showed up at this Walmart, I was not expecting to find Studio Series number 111 concept art Sunstreaker, nor was I expecting to find Gamer Edition Sideswipe. But as you know, Cliff Jumper ruined the Gamer Edition line for me. Like, truly ruined it for me. So, but anyways, this did not ruin it for me. So, anywho, here is the figure, and here's the box. But y'all know that we don't take a look at this first. We all take a look at that first, so. The first thing we're going to take a look at, obviously, is the box, and I love the fact that we still are getting these concept figures. And I was kind of leery of getting this guy at first, because I'm not the biggest fan of the vehicle mode, but I do like the robot mode. I do like the way that the robot mode looks, and I do think that it was kind of neat that they even gave us a Sunstreaker. I thought it was going to be, if anybody, I thought that if anybody was going to give us another, concept, I thought it was going to be a different version of, I thought it was going to be another, actually, I didn't even know who it was going to be, if anybody at first. I thought maybe it would have been Sideswipe. The first thought, I thought maybe it was Sideswipe. Maybe a Bumblebee movie Prowl. I don't know. I don't know. But, and as for pretty obvious reasons, we still have the concept blueprint idea design here for the concept, and we have what he would have looked like if he were in the Bumblebee movie. So, and once again on the front here, we've got that. So, and that's it for the packaging. So now we can take a look at the figure. And I dig the figure, but also do not dig the figure. I do dig the figure because if you take a look at it here, he does have a stationary looking design, but he does have movable wheels. So, like, the wheels do move, and they have, like, a turbine kind of look. So, down here, he does have free-forming wheels, and he does have a single, it's like an encased design where the wheels move, but everything, it just kind of stays put together. So, we are going to remove the weapons, just so that we can get a good sense of what everything looks like without them. And I kind of dig the fact that it looks like a little bit of a Cybertronian Lamborghini. Real quickly, I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but I cannot get this side of my Sunstreaker's arms to tab in correctly. I just can't. I don't know why, but it's just not tabbing in right. I don't know why. I can't get them to tab in, and it just don't want to go in right. It's probably just my copy, but just be aware that if you do get Sunstreaker, and this is an issue that I have heard a couple of times people have had issues with, but I don't know why it's an issue. Somebody please tell me down below how I can fix it, or even if I can fix it. So, anywho, and on the back here, you've got just, all of this, and I do wish that this was painted a little more. Like, the vehicle mode, I wish this was painted just a little bit more, because I feel like the vehicle mode is just this block of yellow plastic. That's it. But anyways, that's pretty much basically it. And this is what the underside looks like, so there you go. And as in terms of the weapons, he does come with his they look similar to his G1 weapons. They're not perfectly accurate to his G1 weapons, but they're pretty close. They're not exact scale to his weapons, but they're pretty close. So, oh, and they do untab. There's a tab and slot on both sides, and just one on the left, one on the right, and they just marry the two halves together like that, and do that. So, and there is a there is a tab piece right here that goes into these slot sections here on the back of the vehicle mode. So when you do want to put these back on, you do have to tab them back into each other, and then you have to take these and then line them both back up and tab them back into it like so. And then you can have it like he was in the then you can have it somewhat similar to the G1 toy, I guess. That's the most general idea I can come up with as to what they were trying to do with this guy, because we didn't see what this guy did in the movie. So we don't know what exactly this guy's role in the movie was. And once again, the packaging might only offer a slight idea, because this is what it says. This is all it says, is an unreleased movie concept of Sunstreaker and Transformers Bumblebee fighting the Decepticons on Cybertron. That's it. That's it. So the only conclusion that we can assume is that he was maybe in the beginning, like the beginning scene of the movie. So once again, we can only assume that he was probably in robot mode. So I don't know as to why you would come up with a gimmick for a figure that was never in the movie, and to why it was never released and everything of that nature. But I can appreciate the whole gimmick. I can appreciate it. It just makes me question a little bit why. But I'm not going to dig anything further into it. You do, however, have these pegs here that can go into these ports as well. So we're just going to go over this as well really fast before we go into this. And because of these tab sections here, they don't go in very securely, unless you do, however, go to the other side, which it does then secure a little bit better. So if you're going to do that, swap sides, and there you go. And you got something like that. Maybe he and Bumblebee were shooting away. I don't know. I don't know. We don't know what happened with this guy in the movie. So I'm going to remove the weapons off to the side like usual. And as y'all know, like we always do, it's time for, it's time for scale comparisons. So here he is. First off, we're going to get him in scale comparison with one of our previous reviews that I also got at a con. But it's an oldie but a goodie. Here he is next to Studio Series Bumblebee movie Brawn. Here he is next to Deluxe Brawn. Here he is next to a current Deluxe, another current Deluxe that you can probably go get out right now. Rise of the Beasts Pablo, and is still my least favorite one to use. Here he is with another concept figure. Here he is next to Studio Series Leader Class Bumblebee movie Megatron. And honestly, you guys keep killing it with these concept figures. I'm falling in love with these guys. And here he is next to Rise of the Beasts Voyager Prime. Let's see if we can get him standing up straight. Studio Series Voyager Rise of the Beast Prime. Let me rephrase that. All right, so we've done all of that. We've done all we can. Now it's time to get into the transformation. Now, to transform this guy, it's actually very simple. I didn't even have to look at the instructions, and I'm not trying to do that as a brag. I really am not. This guy's transformation is really, really simple once you get him out of the box. Like, seriously. We're gonna start off with let's start off with this arm. So to start this off, because this arm on my copy at the very least has problems, you're gonna want to kind of just untab it, bring it out for a little bit, and then bring this panel up, and then you're going to fold it in like so, and you're going to bend the arm like so. And then you're going to take this and you're going to bring it up, and it does kind of friction in and just kind of collapses in with that. And you're going to just bring it out to the side and just accordion it down like that. And there you have, oh wait, and you're just going to kind of shimmy it out a little bit, and there you pretty much have an arm all done. I told you it was simple. I'm not joking. Do the same thing on the other side. Get all of the arms untabbed. Bring this down, close it up. Accordion down the shoulder pad, and there you go. Next, we're going to take this panel here, we're going to open it up and bring it all the way back, and then we're going to flip up the head, and yeah, I'm telling you. Then you're going to flip up the roof of the car, going to take these bottom window sections and just fold them in, or collapse them in as best you can. And then you're going to take this and you're just going to kind of collapse it up and then fold the chest over it. I don't know how well that came off on camera, but that's what you're going to want to do. And then, like, it's just it's an accordion, but like it's an accordion, but you want the windows looking somewhat like this. And then, like, when you're going into vehicle mode, you want it, or when you're going into robot mode, you want it looking like this. So it'll all collapse itself in. So just be aware it could break. So yeah. And the backpack does tab in. It has 2 tabs back here, and then they just go into these 2 slots back here. Just collapse it all back in, and it all just tabs in and collapses in just nicely like that. Take the feet and the legs and just undo them like that. Take this panel here and just lift it up like so. Take the leg and rotate it like that. Bring this panel around like that. And you're just going to kind of... This panel doesn't really go anywhere other than just down here. There's a tab right here, and it ports into the leg like so. And then you fold down the foot, and there you have a leg all done. Same thing on the other side. Lift the panel up, swing it around, tab this piece in here, fold down the foot, and stand him up. Bring in the 2 guns. Let's make sure this is all straightened out. Put them off to the side. And there you have concept mode Sunstreaker in his robot mode. And as you can kind of see, we already have some paint chipping already happening right off the bat. I'm not thrilled, but I can say without a doubt, it is a good looking figure, and I don't hate it. I do like the design. I do think it looks beautiful. I do think it looks nice. I do like the robot mode a whole heck of a lot better than I like the vehicle mode. I like this a whole heck of a lot better than I like the vehicle mode. The vehicle mode it don't look the greatest, but I do like the robot mode because the robot mode got at least some paint. Jeez. I feel like they take their paint budget and they just squander it. They just squander it. Anywho, in terms of the design, I mean, it's got the Travis Knight look, that's for sure. It definitely has the Travis Knight look on it for sure. And you can definitely tell where the Travis Knight design comes in on the feet. It's definitely happening on the feet. That's for sure. And this is and I tell you this is a Travis Knight feature because it happens not only on this figure, but it happens on this figure as well. These feet are very similar, and it also happens on pretty much every copy of Cliff Jumper, or not Cliff well, pretty much every copy of Bumblebee, of every Bumblebee movie Bumblebee, and it's kind of happened here. Kind of happened here with Megs. Kind of happened here with Megs. Not a whole heck of a lot. Megatron's the most G1 legs out of all of them, but it's pretty consistent. So it's a Travis Knight design for sure. So I'm not complaining one bit about the design at all of the robot mode. I love this design. So, anywho, let's get him into some scale comparison while we're at it. So. Here he is with Baron, Deluxe class Baron, and as you can clearly see, they definitely put a lot of thought into some of these guys, and some of these guys they did not. Here he is with Rise of the Beasts, Pablo. If I can get him to stand right. Such a top-heavy figure. Trash of a figure. He's with Studio Series Rise of the Beast. Bumblebee movie Megatron. If he'll stand correctly too. And finally, here he is with Studio Series Rise of the Beasts Voyager Prime. I don't have Bumblebee movie Prime, I'm sorry. So, final thoughts on this guy. Well, I don't particularly like Sunstreaker. Well, I mean, okay, that's not what I meant to say. I mean to say, I'm not the biggest Sunstreaker fan. Okay, like I'm not the guy who's gonna just go out and go like, oh, new Sunstreaker figure, let's go out and buy it. Like, that's not me. I'm the type of guy who's like, oh, a new Sunstreaker figure, cool. You have fun buying that. I don't care. That's not my cup of tea. But when it comes to movie figures, I try to get the ones that I've never seen before. I try to get the ones that I don't know, because this one had never been seen before. This one's a figure that's a concept figure, so I can say it's one of those figures that would just it gets a I'm gonna give it, okay. I know where this figure stands in my mind, and I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10 for 3.5 reasons. Okay, 3.5 specific reasons. The first reason, concept character. Okay, concept character didn't show up in the movie, didn't happen, wasn't there. Pretty obvious. Second reason, your vehicle mode is just a block of yellow plastic. Third reason, I feel like this is just trying to pander to G1, but at the same time trying to be unique with the characters that you're trying to release. And the half reason is a pretty big reason, but it's a half reason, and it's the paint. It's the paint for the whole thing. Like, I mean, the whole thing, it's not bad, but I feel they could have done better. So, but on a plus note, also concept figure we've never seen. I do like the figure's design. I definitely think there is more to go off of this figure. I definitely think there is more to where this figure could have expanded on. I think it's a very unique design for something like this. I definitely think it is a very entertaining design. The transformation wasn't absolute hell. I absolutely liked it. It wasn't bad. I absolutely enjoyed myself with that. I like figures that I can just basically transform with my eyes closed and not have to deal with it. And I'm the type of guy who enjoys that. And, I also don't, I don't hate the fact that, you have weapons that can form together. I mean, do they have the effects parts compatibility? No, but do I hate that? No, I don't hate that, because this is a concept figure. This is a figure not everybody is going to want to rush out and buy that. So, unless you're a collector. Unless you're a collector like us. But, anywho, this is Thomas Fan 01 saying, do not forget to check out Planet Toys, a world built by collectors, where if you do check out with them, you can get yourself 10% off of your first order. And if you do come to the Valley Fair Mall this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you can come out. You can come and meet us and greet with us. And if you guys do come on Saturday, you will be able to participate in the Megatronus live stream with us. Yes, you will be able to participate in a live stream with us. Yeah, it's gonna be insane. Like, I'm telling you now, it's gonna be cool. So, anywho, this is Thomas Fan 01 saying, also, do not forget to check out Optination Reviews, Beastman Reviews, Riveted Reviews, Jordy's Rail Videos, Patrick with the Y, iStar552, Bravely GG, and Take Along Productions. I know they all do some amazing work. And also, don't forget to check out Ultra Megatronus 2, as he is going to be hosting, like I said, that live stream on Saturday, with us. So, if you're at the Valley Fair Mall, you can come and check it out with us. So, please do. It will be at 7 p.m., that live stream, so please check it out. And also, do not forget to keep playing with your toys. Don't forget it.